Well, first year with Ribble Rebellion, you've had a really successful time. How many victories have you had?
Yeah, I believe I'm up to 6 now. I don't know, I need to actually count. Upton might put me at 7. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And how many of those was in the American crits?
Uh,
Or USA crits, I should say.
well, that would be 6 of them in the US, and then it's probably 5 of them in the crits. I haven't really kept track of where they've come. I'm trying to keep track of the numbers, but it's all lost.
Well, you've done a couple of the national series here now. How do they compare to your homeland crits?
The racing's a lot better here, in my opinion. The courses are safer, more technical. The fields are deeper. It's more aggressive racing. There's upsides to both sides. Like the U.S., the higher speeds, but like I don't know, it's kind of fun as a spectator, but it's just more dangerous. Where here it's cool. It's like where else can you go on a Wednesday night and have a circuit filled with spectators and fans? It's pretty unique.
Yeah, well, Otley, I guess, was quite something for you. It's one of the biggest crowds that we have at any event. But you also won on the weekend in front of a couple of sheep or cows or whatever was on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on a crit team, but I still just love a good road race. So doing 200K last Sunday was a good time.
Yeah. And working with the team, working with the guys like Jim Brown, Matt Bostock and that, who, you know, Matt Bostock has been crit champion and that. How have you got on in your own country with crits in the championships and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Before
I mean,
this.
Yeah, guys like Jim and Matt have a ton of crit experience and they know what they're doing. And then there was a period of adjustment in America, and I hadn't done any of the crits in the US before either, so we kind of all just learned together. If nothing else, we all just kept each other on, I don't know, a good mind space, good attitude, and just had fun with it. We didn't beat each other up after a bad day, and we were there to celebrate each other when things went well.
So they've had to spend time in America, and I've had the stories from Los Angeles and that. And now you're having to spend time in England, which is probably a bit cooler, maybe a bit wetter.
Definitely wetter, that's for sure. The weather, I've been pretty lucky this last week and a half, but I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the towns, getting to see it. It's a lot different than the shows you see, and I don't know, I've been really impressed with everything I've seen so far.
So how long do you think you'll be here? Because I think the guys are going back to the US for some more racing, aren't they?
Yeah, I finished my Ribble Rebellion schedule here in the UK. Yeah, so I'm here until the end of the National Circuit Series.
All right. Oh, in July sometime.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then back to America and some races over there for the team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple crits that might happen later on in the year, but I'm not too sure. As far as I know, it could be end of the season for me in July 28th, Lancaster GP.
Well, finally, just showing that on the weekend, a 200k race was no problem for you, and it was a tough race. It was a breakaway all most of it, and that. What's your long-term ambitions?
You know, it's something I've been trying to figure out for the last few years. Is what do I really want to do? And yeah, I'm not thinking about that right now. For this moment, my only goal is to win.
You know how to win races, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I've really learned that skill this year, and I mean, for the time being, I'm just focused on winning more and just giving back to Ribble as much as I can.
Good luck.